Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me. My name is Thomas Polcyn, and this is your UI7 News Update. In today's top story, Brad Underwood and the Illinois men's basketball team pulled off a major upset. On Tuesday night, the Illini took down the 9th-ranked Michigan State Spartans, thanks to big games from freshmen Ayo Dosunmu and Georgi Bashanishvili. The combo produced a total of 40 points and 7 rebounds, including 2 enormous three-pointers from Dosunmu, to seal the victory in the closing minutes. Dosunmu said that he enjoys competing in big moments and that he was happy his team was able to pull out the win. Following the final buzzer, Illinois fans in attendance, led by the Orange Crush student section, took to the floor to celebrate.
About 3.5 to go. I think there was a media timeout, and I told our guys in the locker room, this is why you came here, to be in these games, in these situations, down the stretch, and this is when we're going to become this is going to be a defining moment.
I mean, that's a hooper's dream, especially being from Chicago. That's a hooper's dream, storming the court.
I had goosebumps, like, in the game last, it was 25 seconds, I think, and Ayo made a three, and crying with that, I had goosebumps. Like, it was an unbelievable feeling. I'm still shocked. It's just a great feeling, man. I don't know.
Top to Police, back to Kipper, cutting to the basket. Joe!
Across the street over at Memorial Stadium, Lovie Smith has officially made some new additions to the team. Wednesday marked the NCAA's official signing day, the deadline to officially sign a national letter of intent to play at a university during this signing window. And for Lovie Smith and the Illini, it's been a good one. While the numbers and quantity aren't necessarily there with the likes of other premier schools, Smith is happy with the quality he's adding to the team.
You know, the first signing period, this is an excellent cat. It's an excellent class. You're right. You want to see us on, top 25 recruiting class because it is a small class. But if you look individually, if you get into the stars, you start talking and reading about who we're bringing in, you're going to see that we have an excellent group of players coming in.
Smith and his staff are bringing in a total of 13 newly signed players featuring Missouri's two-time Player of the Year, Isaiah Williams. Other additions to the team include 4-star defenders Marquez Beeson and Shaman Cooper, as well as 4-star tight end and former Georgia Bulldog, Luke Ford. But signing day was not the only change to Illinois' staff, as offensive line coach Luke Butkus has been hired to the Green Bay Packers. Butkus is joining the Packers as an assistant line coach, the same position he formerly held with the Jacksonville Jaguars before rejoining the Illini in 2013. He coached at Illinois for 3 years during this stint, helping linemen such as Nick Allegretti further their dreams of going pro. Earlier this week, Shayabin Abraham Joseph, better known as 21 Savage, was arrested following the shocking reveal that he has been possibly living here illegally. Born in the United Kingdom, the Grammy-nominated rapper was taken into custody by ICE agents. Reportedly, his visa expired back in 2006. He is currently being held without bail, but some much-needed help is on the way. Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z, put out a statement on social media denouncing Abraham Joseph's detainment, saying that he has had an alleged visa renewal pending for over 4 years. This morning, it was announced that Carter has officially hired New York lawyer Alex Spiro to defend his fellow rapper. After what many saw as a bit of a midwinter heat wave, we are unfortunately returning to that typical February weather. While it is starting out pretty warm today, you can see it is quickly dropping as temperatures are expected to fall as low as 7 degrees with some rain. Good for a nearly 50-degree difference on the day. Friday isn't too much better with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 7, but that rain should be gone and there's a decent chance at some sun as well. Finally, on Saturday, we'll see a little increase in temperature with a high of 29 and low of 21. Much more comfortable and that perfect weather to throw on that warm jacket and spend some time with your friends. This weather's kind of been crazy. It was crazy cold last week. We saw lows of negative 50 degrees around that, and now it's back up to 50 this week. I mean, that's week to week, 100 degrees. You can't even imagine that kind of stuff. All that ice is starting to melt now too with all the rain. It's just, I almost had to wear a different pair of shoes over here today just to try not to get them too dirty for the show. But it's been interesting. Long, big week. A lot of Illinois sports that have done some great things. Loved watching that Michigan State game. Nobody saw it coming. But For more weather and a full forecast, our 5 o'clock show will have all the information you need to get ready for the weekend. For more of our stories, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or check out our YouTube page for all of the latest stories. That's all for this news update. Your next update with Wilbro is coming up in just under a half hour at 3 o'clock. And don't forget a full half hour of UI7 News at 5 with the latest stories and our extended weather forecast. Plus, I'll be back for a full sports update for UI7 News. I'm Thomas Polcyn. See you then.
Let's go. Really